and welcome to Lexi's Book Nook. This is a podcast, a booktube, and a Patreon account where you can listen to all about books and book club picks. I will be discussing books from two book clubs I am a part of, one in my hometown, one in my current town, Reese Witherspoon book clubs, and then books on my TBR list that are themed for the month. March is a little tricky. We are turning into spring soon, so we're going to have some book art that kind of reflects it, maybe it's springy in theme, hopefully. So I'm going to try to stay in theme for the months. If you are listening and unable to see me, then you are listening to me on Spotify for free, or you can find me on YouTube or my BookTube account, or on Patreon, where you can see me, you can see the book art, my book nook, and get inspiration for your own book nook. If you want to support the podcast, you get all those benefits for $3 a month. And yes, only $3 a month for all those benefits. So if you're interested, please support the podcast. But we're going to go into the episode. This is going to be a very short episode where I will just go over the books that are going to be read this month. So for the book club that I am a part of here, where I am locally, is called All the Children Are Home. I'm not going to do a summary for this episode, but this is by Patri Francis. She's also the author of The Orphans of Race Point. Here is the book cover. So if you're on Patreon and BookTube, here is the cover for your viewing pleasure. So that's what it looks like. And then if you want to know about my other book club, and this is a Reese Witherspoon book pick as well. My book club back at home, we choose books, we read them, and then we meet at a local bar, and it's called Books on Tap. So it's like being able to drink with friends and talk about books. So this book is Our Missing Hearts by Celeste Ng. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but here is the cover art from my Patreon and BookTube viewers. So again, this is also a Reese Witherspoon pick, so I'm killing two birds with one stone. So that is book number 2. The next book is my Reese Witherspoon pick, and I normally will pick the book from the previous year. If I can get the most recent monthly recommendation, I'll try to get it. I might not get it in time by the end of the episode. But for March of 2022, it is The Club by Ellery Lloyd. So I have the hardcover here for my Patreon and booktubers, but I'm currently listening to it on my audiobook right now. So that is the book for Reese Witherspoon's recommendation. And then I have 2 books on my TBR list, and I like to read books that have been adapted into TV series or films. So this next book is an HBO, adaptation, Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. This is going to be a very short book. I'm very excited, so I can speed through it and read more books. So for my Patreon users and booktubers, here is the cover, and it looks like what the art is for the TV series. So not much different there. And then the last book, and hopefully I can read all of these books by the end of the month and add on to some bonus episodes, is Liane Moriarty's 3 Wishes. So this is one of my favorite authors, and I'm trying to read more of hers. I did not get to her book for February. However, this is the book for March. Here is the cover art for my Patreon and booktubers. So here you go. Those are all the books for March. So this is just a really quick episode just to show you what books I'm going to be reading and reviewing. So far it's 5 books. The goal is to get through all of them, and if I go through all of them, I will have bonus episodes. But they will not be on Spotify or Patreon. They will be on my BookTube account. So I hope you use all these social media platforms to your advantage so you can get more of my content. Keep listening to Spotify for free content if you want. If you want to support the podcast, Patreon is $3 a month to see my face, the book nook, get your own inspiration, and the book art. I know a lot of people like that. I hope you do too. Or you can keep watching on YouTube, and I have that account. If you want to see other books that I've read for February and January and get those reviews, I also have a website called lexiesbooknook.com. That is spelled Lexies booknook.com. if you like any of these books that I've shown so far, or if you're interested in the other books and you want to buy them, I also have a bookshop on that website where you can buy your own copy. It is an affiliate link, so whatever you purchase, I will get a small commission off of it at no extra cost to you. So you have a lot of options for your listening pleasure, and I hope you enjoy this episode. I hope you look forward to the end of the month like I am, and I hope you keep on reading.